Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Good morning. Boom, boom. Cool. Top of the morning. How's everybody's weekend? Hopefully everybody had a good one. Tell you what, it's cold. It's cold outside. Your boy didn't fall asleep until like 2:30 in the morning. And guess what? I was still up by 6:15. And we here, baby. So, if I yawn, excuse that. Super tired. All I know is I'm hitting a banger today, and as soon as I hit that banger, I'm going back to bed. So competition, unfortunately, went 0-2. The first guy got me really good. I was basically in his guard. He got a sweep and then jumped into an armbar, and he got it super, super quick. So he definitely deserved the win on that one. But the second guy, I almost had him multiple times. The first 20 seconds, I had him in a guillotine. I couldn't get him to tap out of that. Went for the arm bar, almost had the arm bar. He rolled out of that, almost got him in another guillotine, another arm bar, almost had him in a triangle 2 or 3 times. And then, unfortunately, he got points. So I just lost by the points, but I was definitely the better fighter in that second round, but couldn't get him to tap. That round, the very first 20 seconds, what I like is when I know people are wrestlers, I like them to shoot, and I just sprawl out and go for the guillotine. I had it, but I didn't want to fall to my back to try to finish it because I didn't want him to have me on my back. So, yeah, if it was where I train at, then I would have absolutely done that. But for competition, I didn't feel like it was the right thing to do. But it was my first competition. Honestly, not super high expectations. Like I said, that first guy definitely deserved it, but second guy, I definitely had him. It was just the points that he was able to get from getting out of arm bars and stuff like that. But it happens. It happens. Blue belt. So the first guy I went up against, blue belt, it's a very iffy belt because there could be dudes that just got to their blue belt. There could be dudes that got like me, got my blue belt. I had to stop for a few years and then go back. I've been back for maybe like 2.5 years. But then there's people who are blue belts that are right, like about to get their purple belt. And that is exactly what that first dude has. He's about to get his purple belt. He won the whole bracket. Like, he was good. And he kind of effed up my arm, the arm that he armbarred, because it hurts. But yeah. Oh well. Anyways, so hopping into stocks, right? We are still at a huge level on ES, right? We traded to the very, very top of this zone right here. So we're at the very top. Boom. If we are going to deny, it has to be this level right here. If we are going to deny and make our way down, it has to be right here. If we break through it, we have more upside. As far as rejects, I think I had one like 44.50-ish, I believe. 44.70. So that's the area I would watch for a reject. Also a competition. I don't know if anybody in here has competed, but you got your nerves up, you got your adrenaline up, and then you're rolling. I felt like death after that second round. Felt awful. Which I've never felt like that before rolling. So I think it was just like a mixture of everything. But hey, next time there's a competition, your boy's gonna be in it. Definitely worth it though. If you guys do jiu-jitsu or anything, Muay Thai, any of that, highly suggest competitions. But yeah, 44.70, look for the reject. If we reject here, we could make our way down, ideally into 42.33. But obviously it's going to take a little bit I was kind of interested in this 1 hour 21 EMA bounce because it's still in the zone. We didn't test it. It would be higher risk. And we do have a nice fib, but again, we got to keep in mind that we would be rejecting this zone. So, could we bounce for a quick scalp? Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. Hold on. There we go. All right. So that's everything on watch on ES. Again, the bounces are going to be higher risk. If anything, I'll use a smaller size. I'd be more willing to take the calls if we cleared Friday's high, or what was that? Yeah, the pretty much right at the end of the day, if we could clear that and then uptrend from there and watch 4470. Cool. So there is ES. Let's take a look at SPY. How's everybody else this weekend, though? Good, bad? Más o menos. Sorry if you guys hear the dog. She's being super annoying today. Let's see. We got a daily candle close above it, but we're below it. It's the high for 40.9. I mean, we could reject there at that 61.8. I like that 4070 or 4270, whatever it is, on ES more. And I mean, really on SPY, the next area is like this 444.73. Or 443.7. Hold on. Where was that? Right there also. 444.89. Cool. Yeah, so 444. This area right here. Hold on. I mean, it's more so of an area of resistance all through here. So 444 up to 445 would be that reject, which might actually line up. Let's see, where are we trading at? Let's just say 440. It's going to be about 40 points on ES. Yeah, that 61.8 should line up with that SPY resistance, 444 to 445, around it. So if we get up there, I'd be interested. Like I said, higher risk bounce. You could watch the 1 hour 21 EMA, or maybe even this pivot low to pivot high. But you just got to keep in mind where we're at on the ES chart. Because if we reject it, that's a pretty big reject. So that's ES SPY. NQ is trading in daily supply, I believe. Yeah, so there's a huge daily supply zone. Again, could we look for the uptrend in this? Yes. We could slowly grind through it. So if we do get an uptrend entry, then yeah, I'll be interested. It's just going to be lighter size while we're inside of this zone. But let's see. I mean, we could make our way back down to that previous high. Inside daily supply, could bounce the 1 hour 21 EMA. Could bounce the fibs here. But we just got to keep in mind that this whole area is a reject. Let's see, 15.719. Whoops, 719.5 down to 15.5. 6.9. Oh, trust me, I got a lot of good setups this week. Hopefully I sent them to myself and they're not on my Mac. What's up, Mr. FaZe Clan? All right, so I mean, that's pretty much everything with MQ. If I'm going to be interested in bounces down there, it's going to be higher risk, especially because we're in daily supply, but I'd be willing to try it. So there's that. Let's take a look at QQQ. Getting close to 380. Go ahead and mark that. Wow, what is that? $10 away from the 52-week high. That's crazy. There's no good rejects. So we get up there, very nice weekly squeeze. I would be interested if price could come back down potentially to the weekly 21 to try to grab a swing. But I don't know if that's going to happen. That weekly chart looks very, very bullish. So we'll see. But as far as bounces, I mean, it's going to be the same thing here to here. Delete that. Boom. Uptrend entry above 378.75. Again, we're in daily supply on NQ, so got to be careful of that. Could bounce here, could bounce here or here as well. And just mark 375. Cool. So there is all of that. ES, SPY, NQ, QQQ. Let's take a quick look at SPX, and then we'll hop into some other individuals. We cleared 4,400, so if we came back down towards 4,400, would be interested in a bounce. Again, maybe a scalp. But other than that, I do know that SPX has a fib. Oh, it looks like it closed above it. Did it? Yeah, it did close above it. I mean, we'll see where it opens. But yeah, so 4,400 is going to be the main area. Cool. Let's take a look at some individuals. Yes, I did send it to myself. And real quick, also, if you guys are finding value in this live stream and you would like me to continue doing them in the future, just make sure to tap that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the live stream. And if you guys want to watch this posted for free in the chat, make sure to run it up. But PDD, watching that daily squeeze for a potential swing. Not a big fan of China names, but the daily setup is looking good, so I'm going to continue to keep an eye on that. MU, huge breakout. What I would mainly be interested in is if it actually uptrends and gets into 79.35 for a potential reject. So we're trading 74.60. Maybe that comes into play later this week, but just set an alert there for the time being. Meta, I feel like with this, it just makes logical sense for them to push it back to the 52-week high at that 330.50. Yeah, I mean, that's what makes the most sense to me, at least. So maybe an uptrend entry. That's what I'll look for there, potentially. Meta. Yeah, I'm sure we got CPI tomorrow. Let's check the economic calendar real quick. See if we got anything today. Fed speaker, federal budget today. Tomorrow, Fed speaker at 3 a.m., Fed speaker 5:30. Optimism index, CPI at 8:30, very important. Fed speaker 10, Fed speaker 12:45. Wednesday, PPI, retail sales. Thursday, import price index. Friday, building permits and Fed speakers. Ooh. All right, so I like Meta for that possible uptrend entry. Microsoft, huge break on Friday. I think the main reason for the rally on Friday, I want to say is because of Microsoft. Like, that is a very big move on Microsoft. It cleared 52-week highs. Not as much volume as I would have thought, but yeah, it cleared it. That was... I really wish I was able to catch that swing. It had a very nice weekly squeeze, just unfortunate. There we go. Whoops. I don't know if you guys just heard what I said, but I like Microsoft. I'd like to see it come back and test that previous 52-week high as a possible bounce. So keep our eye on that. GLD, looking for more of a downtrend in this. Interested down towards 177.33 or 175.2 if it can get down there, because that was a pretty big rally. Would like to see the pullback. We'll look maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Maybe even PPI, CPI gets us down there. So very interested in that. Costco, this one finally broke. Set new 52-week highs. Very nice monthly setup. Like I said, when we entered the equity, it looks like it pretty much wants a straight shot back to the highs. But, I mean, maybe we can snag a trade on it this week. Not too sure yet. What's up? Costco, well, whatever this is. I guess I hit my scanner. Also, I went back and fixed some of the scanners that I have. That way it hits more setups, so hopefully we can find some bangers based off of that. But with this, I mean, it's just uptrending, so ideally looking for a pullback for a possible long entry. And then SMCI, somebody kept asking about it last week. This actually looks really good, especially holding that weekly setup. If the semis continue to be strong, AMD, NVIDIA, this could make its way back up. Boom. So maybe the equity here wouldn't be too much of a fan of the options, but the equity definitely risk to reward is there, because weekly candle close below 250, I'd be out. But our upside is about, what, $90? Stop loss 20, 25. So really good risk to reward there. Definitely willing to try that. But, all right, let's run through individuals. Apple, huge break last week. I mean, personally, I'm not a fan. AMD, nice little flag going on there. Broke above that 61.8. Oh my God, you guys hear the dog? Literally like having a child. AMD doesn't look too bad. Possible bounce. The only issue is, like, I like all the individuals to the upside, but ES and NQ are just in huge levels, so we could reject, and if we do, I'll probably just watch fine QQQ. So with Boeing, I ended green on Friday. Wasn't a lot, but was green. It's all inverse head and shoulders on Boeing too. I wonder what that's about. But nothing on Boeing for me. Bob I don't care about. Coin don't care about. Costco we already looked at. GLD we already looked at. IWM hit the 61.8. Google saw its gap fill. We looked at Meta. We looked at Microsoft. Somebody asked about Netflix. I mean, 450 to 453, and then it's got the gap. So I'd personally be interested up in the gap fill if we got up there. But nothing for me today. NVIDIA, pretty much a straight shot back in a 500. If you want to watch it for a bounce, you can. I'm not a fan of that. Qualcomm, however, this has daily gap. So this, I gotta look at the liquidity real quick. Let's see, 123 to 122.75. Again, if you guys want this watch list posted up in the chat, make sure you're running up them likes. We got 170 people in here and 85 likes. If you guys want the watch list, you know the drill. 200 likes. Let's see. We bounced 120. Good, very good liquidity in the 125s actually. So Qualcomm definitely going on the list. We're gonna take AMD off, replace it with Qualcomm. That is 100% gonna be there. QQQ don't care, or QQQ we looked at. Roku don't care about. Shopify don't care about. SPX we looked at. Tesla still just sitting in that range. Nothing on Tesla. Cool. So I like Meta, Microsoft, Qualcomm. Qualcomm absolutely going on the list today. We just got to decide between Meta and Microsoft. So Meta. Watch this. Get this pinned up in the chat. We talked about Palantir last week. We talked about it a decent bit too. If you want to watch for a bounce from like 1910 to wherever that 1 hour 21 EMA is, feel free, or break above 1972 would be a high risk breakout, but that weekly squeeze, we talked about it. Ideally would look for 22, 24.30. So, alrighty, let's see. Meta. I mean, they could just push Meta, but I like Microsoft and Qualcomm the most. So those are going to be the two that we rock with today. Microsoft and Qualcomm. So let's get this typed up. All right, ES. Accepted above 4435.5. Reject is at 4470. This is at 4395 and 4385.25. All right, there is ES. Let's get NQ. Opposed to trade QQQ. Trading in daily supply from 15.569 to 15.719.75. Price could grind through. And then bounces 15.410 and 15.362. All right, Qualcomm. The market is strong. I will look for uptrend entries. Huge daily gap from, let's see, That is not the stock I wanted. $122.75 to 128.83. Bounce. Not really bounce, actually. I might go to spam. I'll check my spam, though. It doesn't let me know when people DM me and if it goes to scam or spam, whatever. Microsoft. Same thing. If the market were to be strong today, I will look for more upside. Ideal bounce at 36678. Cool. That is the game plan for today, baby. That is the game plan. Let's get this over to Team Bull. Again, if you guys want this watch list, make sure to run it up. We got 180 people, 122 likes. You guys know the drill. If you want it, gotta run it up. I gave it to you guys free on Friday. And you guys didn't hit the like goal. So, if you guys don't hit the like goal today, can't give out the watch list. Let's see. Everything I am watching today. By QQQ. Shown. Prioritize. Microsoft and Qualcomm. Alrighty. Spy QQQ. Nope, you gotta hit the like goal this time. Boom. If you're in Team Bull, you got the watch list. YouTube channel members, you're going to get it as well. Here in a second, let me post it up. Awesome. Channel members now have access to the watch list as well. Bang, baby. So, in the meantime, while we're just sitting here chilling, if anybody's got trading questions, feel free to ask. We can go over them. Maybe you guys took a trade last week, you lost. Maybe you took a trade and you made money. You have no idea why you made money. Anything. Feel free to ask. Anything that's also confusing you, we can go over it. Showed your pre-market high low charting from just any wherever that clear-cut pivot high, pivot low is. It doesn't matter what time it is. Yeah, IWM bounced off of that 61.8. So pivot low, pivot high, boom, 167, bang. So if you want to look for an uptrend entry, I mean, I would have preferred it at 167, but you can. If it breaks down, you got a daily gap. When taking fibs, when you know it's invalidated, when it breaks through. That's just when it becomes invalidated. I mean, I typically only aim to take now one trade a day. So that trade could be on SPY, could be on Tesla, could be on Amazon, whatever it may be. It's not just, you know, one trade on QQQ. It's just wherever I see the odds. Sometimes I'll take more than one trade, but I'm really trying to tone back on the trades and use heavier size. We've talked about UNH many times. I love the, I think it's the weekly setup and even the daily. I mean, I would like to get a pullback for a possible long entry towards 530. and then a stop right below, and then target new highs over here around like 550. So, let's see. Any tips on reading price action? Pretty much, yeah, screen time is what it's going to come down to. Record yourself while you trade so you can go back and watch it. Use TradingView for the back tester. And then break it down to a 5-minute and use it on the TradingView back test. Reviewing trades, journaling trades, etc., etc. I mean, yeah, there's many fibs that are invalidated that we've just broken through. As a beginner, I mean, I would just suggest one trade a day. You don't need to trade 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day. I mean, people that do that, I think it shows, especially newer traders, I think it shows the, gives them the wrong impression, right? We want to get in, we want to take our high probability trade, and then we want to be out. That's it. I've been really like studying really successful traders, and they all like they don't trade every day. They don't take multiple trades a day, right? It's the people that sit here and take many trades a day that they start giving back profits, or they even go red, or they overtrade, and then their commissions deeply eat into their profits. So he might be. He could be. Drop the list in 40 more likes. I mean, paper trading, if you were to paper trade like ES right now, you're waiting for the market. Like, it's very slow, right? Like, we're sitting here second by second, but if I were to pull up TradingView, right, you could get 20 trades in through 20 different days. Hold on. What is this? Back to the markets. Hold on. Right. Pull up ES, go to the futures, boom. Right, you could go on ES, you break it down to a 5-minute time frame, you click replay, close your eyes, and then scroll back, right? And then click. Where's 9:30? Right there. Now we gotta go find price action. Boom. Right? Click right there. And then you can start looking for your high probability trade. What time is this? What time of the day? 9:25. Boom. 9:30. Right? You can start looking. Market opens. Boom. Start watching. Right? You just click this button right here. Right? We're not waiting 10 minutes just for those first 2 bars. We're waiting a total of what? 15 seconds? Right? So you can start looking at this. And then you can start looking for your trade. Maybe there's a fib reject. I have no idea. I don't even know what day of the week this is. Right? But maybe we reject off the 50% retracement, or maybe even reject off the 61.8, right? I can just sell one here. Again, I have no idea what's happening. I'm obviously not doing any higher time frame analysis, but I'm just saying, okay, we're at a 50% retracement. Let's try one short, maybe add a second one up here for an average down, right? Okay, price hits it again. Boom, let's average down. Let's see what happens. Stop loss right above these highs, right? Boom. All right, let's buy one back. Boom. And let's see what happens from here. Break above those highs, we'll stop out. Boom. Right? And then you buy it back. That's what you can do. All right, done. You're done with that one day. All right, let's go to the next day. Let's just click play. And then you go to the next day. Right? So instead of sitting there paper trading, where you're getting, you know, you're waiting second by second, go on here, because you're going to get more repetition. Does that make sense? It's a nice little reject there, though. What was that? Average of, what, 43.60? 5 points there. 10 points there. 15 points total. So, yeah, it's like, what? $19.95 a month, I think. So, Yeah. Anyways. Yep. I know a hedge fund manager, he's a swing trader, and he only takes swings like it's very rare, but when he does it, he goes heavy. Heavy. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Make your money and call it a day. Remember, you don't have to sit here. The whole reason to trade is for freedom. You don't have to be glued to your screen from 9:30 to 4. That doesn't make sense to do. Make your money, call it a day, keep your profits, come back tomorrow. If you only make, like if you sit here from 9:30 to 11:30 and you only made $25, that's okay. Come back tomorrow. The market's going to be here tomorrow. It's not going to disappear. It's just a rewind feature. Why we dampen? Stop losses are always based on invalidation points. Always based on invalidations. You guys are getting close. 34 more likes. Might only be for Team Bull members and channel members today. You guys can't hit it. One second. Grizzly and GDS about the comp. That's right. What other questions we got? Did we hit? Hold on. Let's go to SPY. 440.25. No, I mean, we could still hit it based on market hours. I mean, it's higher risk if we're going to try to reject it. But we'll see. One second. Just texting Grizzly and GD. You guys are getting close to a light goal, though. You 25 more. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right, there we go. Yeah, stop losses are always based on invalidation points. Never, like, you can size knowing, like, okay, I'm okay with potentially losing 20%. But if you get a really good entry, I mean, your stop loss could be as low as 10%. Could even be 15%, which is less than what you sized for. But in the new book, I talk about the, and if you're a channel member, I have a video talking about how exactly I go about position sizing and understanding how much am I willing to risk per trade? It's super simple. Just use the option chart and then get really good at math in your head. Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to hit the like goal today. It's okay though. But remember, in the future, if you guys want the watch list, post it in the chat. You got to hit 200 likes. But if you're in Team Bull, you got the watch list. It's in there. If you're a YouTube channel member, it's in there. If not, make sure you guys go back, rewind the stream, and you guys will have access to it. Because we talked about all the levels. You just got to piece them together. DM me on Instagram. I'll get you signed copy. But everybody have an amazing day. If you're in Team Bull, I'll talk to you in 10-15 minutes. Other than that, I'll talk to everybody tomorrow. Let's go run it up and make some money. Peace out, everybody.